you just inherited a home and there's lots of clutter. Well, in this video, I'm going over some quick tips to help get rid of that clutter. And I'm starting with number 1. Everything and anything that's paper or plastic, go ahead and recycle. Such as old Tupperware containers that are cracked and worn, or Cool Whip containers, plastic bags. Just go ahead and get those out of the way so you can start seeing what you're going to do with by recycle them properly. Second tip is go ahead and take care of the less fortunate by donating all those unused, slightly worn clothes that are in still pretty good condition. If there's a big hole or rip or is very, very worn, just go ahead and toss it. But other than that, go ahead and donate to a charity of your choice to help the less fortunate, as I'm sure they will appreciate it. And which brings me to number 3. While you're donating, go ahead and go through that kitchen of the pots and pans. Oftentimes, pots and pans have been worn and used out and can still be valuable. So while you're donating some clothing items, go ahead and clean up the kitchen and donate any valuable or used pots, pans, some cooking pots that are electric, toaster ovens, perhaps, or a crock pot or something that's still functioning. Go ahead and donate that as well. Okay, number 4. If you're finding half-used or opened items, go ahead again and dispose of them properly. If it's something like paint or some type of chemical, contact your local city to see the best way to dispose of those. Sometimes the dumping grounds have a certain section in them for chemicals such as that, or if you have some half bottle items or makeup items that are partially used, I'd go ahead and probably dispose of those as well. Unless perhaps they're full and not open and haven't expired, then maybe take them also to the donation center where you're dropping off the clothes and the pots and pans. Number 5 is oftentimes you will find old Save magazines and newspapers. Normally they're of little to no value, unless maybe perhaps you're to find a old 1865 Harper's Weekly where the assassination of Lincoln, that could be worth a few $1,000s. That one I would hold off looking into, perhaps keeping that one and selling it. Check with your appraiser to see how much that would be worth. Other than that, feel free to go ahead and recycle those old newspapers and magazines if you're quite certain nothing special happened during those dates. Number 6, toiletries. All toiletries should be, again, disposed properly unless it's something that has not expired and has not been opened. You may want to donate them. If there's pill prescriptions left over, contact your local areas of where you can dispose of those properly. A pharmacist can give you assistance on perhaps even some type of solution to dissolve them, as you don't want to just throw them out in case a wild animal was to get a hold of it or land into the hands of the wrong person. You do want to properly dispose them. Please do not flush any prescriptions down the toilet. And number 7, we will oftentimes find many, many books. The books you would want to, depending on their condition, oftentimes you're going to probably want to toss those as well. You could try donating some of them. Now, the libraries sometimes will accept some books if you want to contact them. Oftentimes they have more books than they need, is why you see book sales at libraries. However, with that in mind, you may run across a leather-bound book or some quality book. Go ahead and check with your appraiser and ask them the value of the books. That way you don't toss out something that could be, once again, worth a couple $1,000s. So when in doubt, just hold on, put it in a separate pile for your appraiser, whether it's some fine jewelry, books, or any type of collectible you might think may be worth something. I hope you found these tips helpful, and I will see you on the next video. Until next time.